Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about really quick makeup, how to do it really quickly when you're rushing in the morning or you just don't have that much time. This is just how to look put together and just a few ideas and tips and tricks on how you can do your makeup. You can use all of the steps that I did today, or you can cut out some to just kind of like adapt to your lifestyle and how quick you want to do things. Obviously, you don't have to do everything that I've done today. You don't have to use all the same products. These are just some ideas that I have if you want to do something really quick but still look good. So this video is in response to Alana, who sent me a message on Instagram asking about how to do like a 5-minute makeup. So obviously you don't have to do every single step that I mentioned today. You can just kind of pick the ones that work the best for you. I just mentioned all of these steps because this is like my version of like a simple quick everyday makeup, but you don't have to do every single step, you know? You don't have to do the highlight. You don't have to fill in your brows if you don't want to. If you only have time to put on a concealer, mascara, and a lip gloss, then do that. Just like do whatever works for you. And now before we start, I'm going to say that I know that this video is longer than 5 minutes before some of you get on there and say, it says 5-minute makeup, but the video is longer than 5 minutes. Yes, it takes longer than 5 minutes to film the video. So there's more than 5 minutes of footage and you have to edit, and when I'm talking, I'm talking about this product and saying what it does and blah blah blah. So it's longer than 5 minutes. But I think if you did this at home, you could easily do this between 5 to 10 minutes. Like I think you could probably get it down to like 7. Okay, so without any more hesitation, let's get into our 5-minute makeup, guys. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is going in with a primer. I'm using the NARS Radiance primer here. If you have oily skin, I would recommend going in with a more mattifying primer. If you, like I have more of a dry skin, so I use this Radiance primer here. So using my fingers, I'm just going to apply this all over my face. Primer is very important because it helps whatever makeup you have stay on longer. So, and this one here gives a really nice finish, like it gives a really nice glowy finish to the skin. And so you could probably just like use this alone if you wanted to without using anything else. Now I'm going into the Chanel CC cream here. So this is going to be a tinted moisturizer and an SPF, both like 2-in-1. And I'm just putting some a little bit everywhere. So the CC cream is just going to help cover up any imperfections, any blemishes. This is a step that you can skip if you want. I'm giving you all these tips for a really quick 5-minute face, but you're welcome to switch out or swap out some of these techniques if you want to. If you don't have too many dark circles, you could just go back in with your CC cream and just like spot correct under your eyes if you wanted to. I'm gonna go in with an actual concealer, but this is just like a tip to give you guys if you're really running short on time and you want like one less product. That's just like a thing you could do. Now I'm going into this NARS translucent crystal powder here. It's just a setting powder to use under my eyes here. So using my damp sponge, I'm just tapping it into the product and making a really big mess. And then I'm going into my under eye area. Setting your concealer is a step that you can skip if you choose to. I just do that because it helps just seal this whole under eye area, and I find I have less touch-ups to do during the day. But if you're really short on time, it's a step you can skip if you want to. I'm going into the Chanel Les Beiges bronzer. And I'm going in using this Sephora brush, so you have one side that's for contouring. You could use this for adding bronzer or blush if you wanted to. And this side here is meant for highlight. I'm not gonna do like a heavy contour. I'm just going along the cheekbone here, and you can kind of feel the bone along the way. And you just follow that and you add some bronzer. It's just gonna help, you know, warm up the skin a bit, give some cheekbone action. So you can see a difference here and here. Now for the next step, I'm gonna go in and fill in my brows. I'm using this Lise Watier double definition brush here. So one side has the eyebrow product here, and then you have a little brush. There's always that one eyebrow that is so much better than the other. Okay, brows are done. Now I'm going to go into some blush before I forget. This is the MAC On a Mission Beauty Powder Blush. This blush is so old. I have had it for so long, but I love the color, so I just keep using it. But I should really just go get a new one because it's probably very likely past the expiration date. Oops. We're just adding a bit of blush to help give a little natural looking flush and that healthy looking cheek action. You can use whatever blush you want. Okay, now we're gonna go into the highlight. I'm using this Benefit WhatsApp highlighter here. So the product comes out on the top here, and there is this little brush here on the bottom that's kind of like a sponge texture. So with this, you are supposed to just apply the product on the face and then just blend it out using the little brush here. You can use your fingers, you can use your own brushes, you can do whatever you want that works for you. So I'm gonna use this highlighter here and use it as an eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go into this little brush here from, I don't know where, I've had it for so long that I don't even remember where I got it from. So dipping into the product, we're going into the inner corner of the eye here. And then just under the brow bone here, and just blending it out with our finger. So this just helps our eyes look so much more awake and open. So like there's a pretty big difference between these two here. So we're just applying it on the inner corner here and a little bit on the brow bone and tapping it out, and that's it. So this technique is a great way to fake having slept 8 or 9 hours when you've only slept like 5. So using the Sephora brush and the highlight here, I'm just going to dip into the product and highlight. The highlight part is optional. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's just something that I like to do because I just like to have extra glowy skin. So we're gonna go into mascara. I'm using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara here. So a key to a quick makeup look like this is to really emphasize the eyes. So make sure to add a lot of mascara. So the key to this look is to look really awake and refreshed and healthy, but not using that many products. So when you're going into your mascara, don't be scared to, you know, go over a little bit and add a lot of drama to your lashes, because that's gonna help your eyes look more awake. Look at this, that's a pretty big difference. Okay, now time for lips. I'm using this Buxom lip gloss here in the color called Nicole. So we're going into a lip gloss instead of a lipstick because a lip gloss is much faster and easier to apply. You know, if you go over your lips a little bit, it's not that big of a deal. With a dark lipstick, you know, you can really tell, whereas with a gloss, you can kind of just like swipe it on really quickly and head out the door. So this is it, you guys. This is my finished look. This is my version of like a 5-minute makeup. So you can use some, none, all of these tips and tricks. You can skip some of these steps if you don't want to. You can add some steps if you have the time. This is just like an idea of how to do like a really basic, easy, quick makeup every day. If you guys have any questions about this look or something else, if you have any other video requests you want to see, please let me know down in the comments what you would like to see. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!